Chapter 15. Seminole Wind. The gator's den exploded into chaos the second the guns came out. Cole and Sly opened fire at the same time. Two bayou butchers dropped instantly. Screams and shattering glass filled the room as customers dove for cover. Nightwater moved like a shadow, hurling her bone-handled knife across the room and dropping another man. Remy grabbed Lila and shoved her behind the bar while Isaiah flipped a table for cover. Luca stood frozen, long enough for everyone to notice. Cutter's voice rang out over the gunfire. "Luca, now!" Luca raised his revolver, but his hand was shaking. He looked at Cole, then at Sly, his face twisted in agony. "I can't," he whispered. He suddenly turned the gun on the nearest butcher instead and fired twice, dropping them in. The shooting stopped almost as quickly as it started. The surviving butchers, including Cutter, bolted out the back door. The crew slowly lowered their weapons, staring at Luca. Nightwater still had her knife out, eyes narrowed on him. Cole stepped forward, twin Colts still in his hands. "Talk, now." Luca dropped his revolver on the floor and raised his hands. "They threatened Katja," he said, voice hoarse. "The first day you walked into the apothecary. They told me if I didn't get close to you and feed them information, they'd kill my sister. I didn't have a choice." He looked around at all of them, shame heavy in his eyes. "But I never gave them anything that would have gotten any of you killed. I swear it. And tonight, I couldn't pull the trigger on you." The room stayed silent. Sly stared at him for a long moment, then let out a heavy breath. "Damn, big man. That's a hell of a spot to be in." Cole studied Luca carefully, then looked over at Nightwater. She slowly lowered her knife, though her eyes were still hard. "He speaks the truth," she said quietly. His fear was for his sister, not for himself. Luca looked at Cole, his voice steady now. "I started this to save my sister. But after riding with you, I want to stay. For real this time. I'm one of you, if you'll have me." Cole looked at Sly. Sly gave a single nod. "Welcome to the Golden Serpents, Luca," Cole said. "But if you ever lie to us again, I won't," Luca said firmly. Nightwater slid her knife back into its sheath and gave Luca one slow nod, the first sign of acceptance. Sly clapped a heavy hand on Luca's shoulder. "Well then, let's go make sure Cutter understands the new rules." The crew started moving again, the tension in the room finally breaking. Luca was no longer a spy. He was one of them,